Hi, my name is Faz. I'm an accountant in Singapore and Malaysia. So today I would like to talk to you guys about this thing about proper spending habits. Okay, based on my experience, right, in the past many years, there's a lot of companies at various stages of growth. Either they are in their, in their early years, like 1 or 2 years, they're startups, or they are growing, and even one or two in the more established region. They have this problem with keeping track of their expenses. So today I just want to give you guys some tips and also identify what's the main pitfalls about not keeping proper tab on your expenses. Okay, now when a company actually spends on their expenses and they don't really check what these expenses actually entail and where does this go in their income statement or their profit and loss account, what happens is that they will definitely lose track of their budget if they have one. If they don't have one, what will happen is that they will be spending indiscriminately and it will be eating into their net profit at the end of the year. And worse off, if for example the company doesn't have the right tax advice, what happens is that these expenses which they are paying for, what happens is it doesn't actually rank for tax deductions. And when that happens, these expenses will be added back for income tax purposes, and the company ends up paying a lot more tax, although it has actually spent the money they thought is actually expenses, but it's non-tax deductible expenses, right? The next point I wanted to make was actually regarding personal expenses versus business expenses. This usually is a matter for those startup companies and companies which are growing. So what happens is that often business owners get a bit muddled with regards to expenses which are supposed to be for them versus expenses which are for the company. So for example, if a company is actually doing marketing as its main business, and they actually incur a certain fee which they pay for someone to come and tutor the owner's child for mathematics, say, that tuition expenses is an expense, but it is not the company's expense. It is the personal expense of the owner. So if the books are not kept properly, this may be booked into the expense of the company, thereby later on resulting in a non-tax deductible situation. So again, the owner will always feel that, look, I have spent so much but I still have to pay for taxes, and taxes can come out to quite a bit. So paying the money out, right, does not mean that it is a legitimate expense for the company. So this matter has to be addressed, right? So I wanted to give you two tips, and those were my two tips. If you have any comments, please give me comments below, right? And go to our website at accountingsuperhero.com and check us out. Take care. Cheers.